almost there. So that's what fresh air is about, right? Hi everyone, that's it. 6 a.m. on day 1. Ooh, first day finally got out in the last 2 weeks. So I'm first gonna go and get my weight, put some sports clothes on and do a first small gym session before I can get my trainers and get out of the door. Here we are. This is the weight for today on day 1. There is definitely some work to be done on that. So what I'm gonna do right now is a little 20-minute gym session, and after that I'll just take my trainers and be out the door and run my 10K for the first time and for the next 100 days. All right, let's get to it.
Okay, so now let's start with the core of this video, how to start a run streak. The first thing you're gonna do, of course, is to define a distance. So it has to be a distance that you're comfortable running already at the moment. Let's say for now you're running only 5Ks or 10Ks most of the time, but you have never run a half marathon. It would be obviously impossible to consider running a half marathon every single day. So let's say that if your average running session is around like 5-8 kilometers, maybe it's safer to go with like 3K or 5K every day, because the distance needs to be something that you can achieve rather easily. Like it has to be something that you are already mastering. You might be able to work a little bit on your speed, a little bit on maybe adding a little more, let's say, gain or like elevations, for instance. That could be something to improve while you're doing the run streak. But at the core of the run streak, when you start it, it needs to be with a fixed distance that you already master and that you're going to be able to repeat. From this fixed distance, you're going to be able to define how long does it take every day in your daily activities. When you have this time, when you know, okay, I'm going to run every day 3 kilometers, I can run them between, let's say, 7 minutes per kilometer, so it's going to take 21 minutes, so let's say 25 or 30 minutes, including warm-up, and maybe 40 minutes if you include also stretching afterward. So you know that in your agenda, you're going to have to fit those 40 minutes every single day, which leads us then to the next step, which is defining your agenda. Before starting a run streak, you're going to need to look at your agenda closely and define where you can put those runs every day. The best thing would be to have one organization for the weekdays and maybe another one for weekends, because the organization is usually a lot different between weekdays and weekends. If we take as an example my run streak, I would do my runs on all weekdays in the morning, so before work. So I would organize all my mornings so I can wake up earlier and make sure that I can achieve this 1 hour run that it takes me to run 10K in my case. So do it with your agenda and find where you can put this run every day. Usually weekends are slightly easier, but it could be a trap as well, because you have a lot of things on weekends. Sometimes you're moving abroad, you're going away somewhere, so you have to organize yourself, you pack all the stuff that you need to run somewhere. But eventually, if you look at your agenda, I mean, unless you're maybe the prime minister or the president, but you always manage to find some way in your day. Maybe it's cutting a little bit off your sleeping time, that could happen sometime. And sometimes it's also, delaying a little bit, meeting with your friends or meeting at a restaurant, or before that you just take a little bit more of time until you have your dedicated time to be able to achieve your run of the day. So that's step 2. Step 3 would be to properly schedule alarms so you know exactly what's going to happen in the next day. So what I do usually is that in the evening every day I look at the planning for the next day, and I know like my work schedule, I know all the different activities that I have, and then I know exactly when I'm going to run from one time to what time. The worst thing you want to do is just go to tomorrow and say, okay, I'll try to go and run whenever I have time, whenever time fits. It never works like this. Like, life doesn't work like this at all. So you do have to look in your calendar. If you could possibly, if you have like a digital agenda, like Google Calendar or anything, try to schedule it in, like put this 1 hour time slot saying, yes, this is where I'm gonna run, this is when I'm gonna start, this is when I'm gonna warm up, start running, finish running, stretching, shower. That's the whole thing. Like you schedule the whole thing. Fourth rule about how to start a run streak would be to make this run every day a priority. It might sound obvious, but if you want to make sure that you're consistent with your runs, you have to run every day. I mean, if not, it's not a run streak. So you have to make of this run a priority. So about making it a priority, I found this really cool example in an article about time management a few years ago. And it was saying that if, let's say you and I are friends, and tomorrow, let's say at 8 p.m., I called you and I say, oh, the next day, let's meet together. I need you for 4 hours. It's gonna be from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. What do you think? You might answer to that, I'm sorry, but I cannot stop my day and give you 4 hours of my time just with such a short notice. It's not possible. Like, I can't make it because maybe I'm not high priority for you, and that would be totally fine. Like that's what happens with friends usually. But let's say we change that, and at 8 p.m. it's the biggest personality, like the person you love the most. Let's say it's Barack Obama, or it's Taylor Swift, or it's anyone that you admire. He or she calls you at 8 p.m. at night and say, oh, tomorrow let's meet for 4 hours. We can do anything you want. You know, we'll chat. We'll go somewhere. We'll go hang out basically. But it has to be between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. Do you think you're gonna treat her or his request the same way you treated mine? Or are you gonna try to arrange anything in your schedule, move things around, cancel stuff, push stuff away, reschedule, just to make sure that you have those 4 hours for this person that you really wanna meet? And that's exactly how your run needs to be treated. Like, you need to arrange all your day around this run and make sure that you always manage to achieve it. That's the level of priority you have to give to this run in order to achieve the run streak, because eventually there's always going to be one day where you had all the things in the world that just dropped on you and you couldn't do anything else than cancel this run. In order to avoid this position, you have to treat all those runs as a priority. They are must-dos. You can't not do them. So the fifth rule before you start a run streak would be to start to create some accountability for yourself. For me, it would be like creating YouTube videos every day. That definitely pushes me to release a new video, and I'm gonna have some people following the progress, and I need to update those people. For you, it could be either to do the same thing, obviously, that's open for everyone, open an Instagram account and just share it with your friends and show to them, okay, I'm gonna run every day for the next 30 days. And if someone doesn't see me posting one day, then please remind me that I should be running, etc. Or you can start a bet, after people betting with each other, saying, okay, I bet I can run 5K every day for 30 days. And then if someone is willing to take the bet against you, that's very good accountability, that's very good motivation to make sure that you achieve this goal. Another way to create some accountability for yourself would be to put a stick and carrot kind of system in place. So for instance, you say, okay, I'm gonna run 5K every day for the next 30 days. If I achieve that, I'll have that reward. And that could be something that you really wanna go or really wanna buy. Maybe you wanna buy this piece of clothes, you wanna buy this new coat, or I don't know, this new album that just came out, or whatever, like whatever pleases you. It needs to be something that you really wanna go get. But you also have to define what the stick is. Like, if you miss one day, what should be your punishment, so to say. It doesn't have to be something that you really hate, but it has to be something annoying enough that really you don't want this to happen. It could be a chore, for instance, and your reward could be that, okay, for this chore that you really don't like to do, you're gonna pay someone to do it. I don't know, maybe it's mowing the lawn or something that you really don't like to do. And you feel like, okay, if I achieve this, my reward would be like, okay, I'll pay someone just to do it, so it's done. And if I don't, then my punishment will be to do it myself. That's it, guys. Those are the 5 rules that I'm going to apply in my run streak starting as of today. So let's now see what happened after I was done with my gym this morning. That was hard. Okay, so I'm gonna put my shoes on and all my running gears, and I'll be out the door. Here we are, ready to go out for a run. I wanted to capture this moment because it's
kind of an amazing time, to be fair. Just so you know, guys, Margot, my partner, who I created the marathon experience with, we're both French, but we live in the UK. And a month from now, we went back to our families in France, because we hadn't seen them in all 2020 because of everything that happened. And we just came back 15 days ago to the UK, and since France was on the red list for the UK, we had to stay home for 14 days. And boy, it was really hard. We haven't stepped out of the apartment for 2 long weeks. And just bear in mind, we have no balcony, no garden, no any sort of outdoor space. So it's really gonna feel really good walking out of that door and enjoy running for the first time in almost 3 weeks now. So, all right, let's go. Almost there. So that's what fresh air is about, right? Oh. Whew, this is so good. All right, let's do a very short dynamic warm-up, and I'll be off my run. Let's go. And this is what happened when you haven't been more than 5 seconds out in the last 15 days. You got to dance the runner dance, where you just walk around trying to put your watch in the air in order to get some GPS signal, which still takes forever. Finally got it. Now it's officially time to start. Let's go for 100 days of 10K every day. Let's go. Today was really an amazing run. It reminded me why I like to run so much. I basically ran around 10K in 58 minutes, so I would say it wasn't so bad for a first day. Obviously I need to pace myself and make sure I can go the next day and the next, and so on and so on for the next 100 days. Also, what I wanted to add is, I mean, look at what you're missing out every day you don't run. Like, you could be here in a park, sunshine, fresh wind. Oh my god, that's just the best feeling in the world. So don't miss out on that, and don't stay on the couch. Take the opportunity that you have, even during lockdown. Take any opportunity you have to improve your fitness and get some happiness, you know. All right, I better keep on running now. Obviously, you can bet that 5 minutes after I just shot that video in the park, it's starting to rain. Obviously, we are in the UK. That's just what it is around here. Although it was raining at the end of the run, I enjoyed it very much, and it was really, really good to be out there and run this for the first time. So, all right. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you're gonna follow those 5 rules and start your own run streak also. Let me know in the comments if you have any question regarding those 5 rules and how you can apply them, and if you are considering doing a run streak any day soon. I would love to follow you along and follow your journey into this great adventure that it is. Now, there is one thing that I'm going to ask you guys, and that is going to help tremendously with this channel, is that you can give me a thumbs up, maybe, if you enjoyed the video and if you found that it was good content. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time there is a new video out. And I'm going to be publishing another video tomorrow. It's going to be mostly about my weight loss goals during this challenge. So stay tuned and see you tomorrow.